going on, guys? We're back here with another beer review on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England and beyond. Stefani's right over here, J-Dub's right here. And we're going to Saco. We had Saco River yesterday. Today, we're in Saco, Maine. We're in Barreled Souls. This is Island of Dr Reeses. It is 11.9% Imperial Stout with peanut butter cups and coconut.
So we've had this for a bit. Do you have any idea how long I've wanted to try this?
So, we have had it for quite a while. They say you shouldn't really let Adjunct Stouts get a lot of age on it. This was bottled in July of 2020, so we're going to find out, see if it held up. Kind of forgot I had it, to be honest.
So, you didn't forget you had it because I've asked and asked and asked for it, but
well,
if it didn't hold up, I will not say I told you so.
You've asked recently.
I don't know. I have high hopes for this. I tend to think it's still going to be very good.
And I found out tonight I have a Barreled Souls glass that unfortunately got broken.
I know.
I'm going to Barreled Souls next week, and hopefully I can get another one.
You got beer on the new cloth.
I did, but oh well. Alcohol abuse.
Yeah. So I'm not waiting. I absolutely want to get a look on it, and then I want to get a nose on it.
Okay. Not a big head, as most Adjunct Stouts don't. Big stouts.
But the head that it does have is a very dark, khaki tan-like color. Very dark head.
Very
not
dark
much of
beer,
it.
as you would expect. It's pretty much black.
Yeah.
Get a nose on her?
I don't get a lot of the chocolate.
I get the coconut.
I get coconut.
A little bit of peanut butter.
I get mostly coconut.
And big stout flavors.
And I don't get the coconut when I first sniff, but as I continue, like towards the end of it, the end of the smell, I get the coconut. Absolutely. So.
Well, after I swirled around, I got a little bit of that peanut butter. So.
It says peanut butter. To me, that smells like a Mounds candy bar.
Well, coconut, overpowering.
Yeah, the coconut in it.
We have had this when it was a lot fresher, and the coconut was what I remember being the overpowering.
That's
flavor.
what I'm getting is nothing really but coconut.
So, I get some peanut butter on that nose.
I don't get the peanut butter on the nose.
Right.
I get nothing but coconut.
Coconut, like I said, I think does
overpower.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to see what we got on the taste?
I do.
I figured you did.
Cheers.
Cheers, you too.
Big coconut.
I'm getting definitely some underlying peanut butter cup flavor though.
So I don't get any of the chocolate.
You don't?
Nope. I don't get any chocolate on that at all. Maybe just a hint of a dark chocolate, like a dark bitter chocolate. But there was a beer we had a while ago, and I think it was a Barreled Souls, and I got the Spanish peanuts. Remember? And that's kind of what I'm getting is that Spanish peanut, not the peanut butter cup, the Spanish peanut and coconut.
That was the barrel aged Stay Puft. So the coconut is big on this beer. I
get big coconut, hints of like Spanish peanut, and a little bit of like the bitter dark chocolate. You know, like those dark special, like the Hershey bars, but they're the dark specials. That's what I get.
Yeah, I can taste that too.
Yeah.
I'm getting some sweetness. You getting much sweetness?
Not a ton, but towards the back end, I get a little bit of like, and I can't really determine if it's the coconut that I'm getting the sweetness from or if there's like a vanilla. But it's good.
I personally wish it had more peanut butter cup flavor. I love peanut butter stout.
So I was kind of hoping with the name of the beer, Island of Dr Reeses, that it was going to be more of a peanut butter chocolate.
But it is good. It's got sweetness. It's got a ton of coconut. Maybe a little too much for my liking.
It's got sweetness, bitterness, a little bit of nuttiness. I'm not disappointed. I thought it would be a little sweeter than what it is, and a little more chocolatey, but it's still a good beer.
Yeah, I think it's sweet. It's just not that sticky sweet as some of their other ones.
Right. It's sweet, but I think the bitterness from that, like the dark chocolate flavor I'm getting, is taken away from that sweetness. I think if I got more of the peanut butter, that would bring out more of the sweetness in the beer.
So it doesn't drink like a 12% beer.
Mm-mm.
The booze is well hidden in that.
However, I thought it was going to be boozier tasting when I smelled it.
It is warm in my chest though.
Yeah,
so
I can feel it going down. But I got more
the
of the
alcohol
booze.
is there.
I got more of the booze on the smell than what I'm actually getting in the taste of the beer, which is good. So I like these types of beers. I like the burn. I like to feel that warmth, but I don't like that huge alcohol. We had one summer before last, and I don't think we let it age long enough, and I'm pretty sure I was breathing fire.
Yeah, that was a rum barrel aged
Yeah.
or bourbon barrel aged, something from Barreled Souls. And sometimes I think some bottles get a little bit more of that,
Might have been the bottom of the barrel.
the remnants left over
Yeah.
in that barrel, because that one was.
So we had a fire that night, and we had another couple over, and he was sitting to my right. And when you poured it, and he said, "That's unreal! Like, holy cow! I don't know how you're drinking that." So I really didn't enjoy that one, but I honestly feel like if we had let it age a while, that it would have mellowed and it would have been a good beer. But this, I don't have anything bad to say about this. I just wish I got a little more of like the peanut butter, because I really like peanut butter stouts. But the dark chocolate, the coconut mix very well. It's a good beer.
Well, let's check out what people are saying on Untapped about it. There's been 497 people check in with a 4.43. So pretty good score on this one. People like it. And we've got 2 people on our friends list give this a 4.70.
So I'm going to be there with them. I would give it a 4.75.
And looking at the 2 check-ins, Josh Fitz, our good buddy, gets mad coconut. And then Lauren says not getting the coconut.
Oh.
It's like a liquid Reese cup.
No, see, I guess, so you always say it's subjective. Like,
Yeah.
So everybody's palate's different and everybody gets something different. I'm not getting the mad peanut butter at all. I'm getting huge coconut.
Yeah, I get huge coconut. I was just looking at some of my older check-ins on this, and that's what I get, coconut more than the peanut butter
Me
cup.
too.
So it's
The coconut's
staying
very
the same
prominent.
to
It's
me.
very I'm not so overpowering was where that came to me. It's not, because it's not off-putting. It's nice, but that's basically what I get, is more coconut than anything.
So what would you give this for a rating?
I would give it a 4.75. And on that note, I would say there's not many of this style of beers, and we got a lot of them. But if you ever have the opportunity to try these, I would completely recommend that you try them. They're
Barreled Souls makes some really good adjunct stouts.
absolutely.
Especially the sweet ones.
Yep.
I think this past weekend, their Gnome Soul, which was originally a collaboration with Dancing Gnomes Brewery, that's pistachios.
Ooh.
And so they do pistachios, they've done some hazelnut, they do a lot of peanut ones over the years, but a lot of very sweet ones too.
So I've only been drinking these about 3.5 years, and I guess I found most of them are more like the chocolate peanut butter, that type of beer. But I can tell you, if you try these, you're not going to be, if you like this style of beer, you're not going to be disappointed. Very high quality.
If you like, I wouldn't, so there's pastry stouts is like a thing. I don't know if I could put this in that category. I guess you would, but it's such a big beer. They're like the kings of the big.
So I don't think
adjunct
I don't think I would put that in the same category as pastry stout. So the pastry stouts, when you pour them, a lot of them destroy your glass. Like, they stick. They're not appealing to the eye. A lot of them are very appealing to the palate. But these are just, if you like stouts, and I didn't think I did for a very long time.
Pastry sour?
No, I'm not. Most of those pastry beers, no matter what they are not appealing looking. Like, they stick to your glass. Like, they're just not, I don't know. This is just different. So most of these, you get the chocolate, you get the peanut butter, you get the coconut, you get the vanilla. And if you like that style of beer, you like those kinds of stouts, I would say that Barreled Souls is right up there in
Right.
the top 5.
Especially if you like big stouts. Like
Yeah.
they do a lot. I mean, not even just stouts, barley wines. They do big IPAs too.
As far as the ABVs on barreled souls, I would not want to sit and drink many on my own. So luckily, you and I share most of our beers.
I mean, they're not all. That's not all they do. But
No, it's not. But
they do a lot of big stouts and big beers overall.
But you're a member of the Bottle Society,
Right.
and so we get a lot of this type of beer. And these are not beers I would want to sit and drink on a regular on my own. I would want to share them. You know, if you have someone you share beers with, these are great beers to share.
Right. Absolutely. I'd much rather share a bottle than drink this all by myself, because 12% you're gonna know it. So we drank a IPA that had done 12.3% the other night.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have their different what they call it, speakeasy series, which are Gosa beers, and they're like, I don't know what that runs for ABV, but those are more reasonable. But a lot of this is what they're known for. Is
most of Barrel Souls beers tend to be very on the very high end of the ABV scale.
Yeah.
Not last year, the year before, we both had memberships, and we get a ton of beers.
There's too many beers.
It was too many, but with these beers, we tend to do them like on special occasions, or we spread them out. You know, it's like not something that you would drink all the time. But
and a lot of people, especially that are on the Bottle Society, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of people will trade the beer. And there's been some bottles that I've had over the years that have gone for big money. I don't trade them, I drink them. So
I have no desire to trade unless it was something that, okay, so what's that? We've been watching beers at
450 North.
I might trade a bottle or two for a few of the 450 North, because everything I've been watching.
I don't know if I would.
I don't know, I might.
Eventually we'll get our hands on some 450
Depends on what it is.
Or some Ouzel Finch.
Yeah. Oh, so we watched a review last night on their grand opening, and I'm kind of interested in that too, but
The grand
it would have to be something really, really good for me to trade.
Yeah.
A Barrel Souls.
I don't trade them.
Oh.
I sell them and drink them as I feel. But back to this one. As it warms up, I'm actually getting a little bit more of that peanut butter cup.
So I would have to agree.
But that coconut is definitely overpowering. So the only thing I wish is that the coconut was dialed down just a little and the peanut butter cup was boosted. You could never get enough peanut butter cup or peanut butter flavor in a beer for me. I love peanut butter beers.
I do too.
So
the first stout I ever had was a Gunner's Daughter.
Yeah.
And so the peanut butter stouts, I really pine for those.
So it looks like this says with peanut butter cups. A lot of their beers, they actually use peanuts. A lot of breweries don't. Equilibrium, I think, did use peanuts, just like Barrel Souls on that one that we had here a couple weeks ago.
Right.
But this says peanut butter cups and coconut.
So if I'm going to rate this, I'm going to give this a solid 4.85.
4.85.
Yes, I am.
Almost going, what's keeping you from the 5?
I'm not getting quite enough peanut butter cups.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yep. And so if I got a little more of the peanut butter cup, it would be a solid 5. But I want a little bit more of that, and that's what I was kind of expecting, especially from the name. But I would give it a 4.85.
I'd be a little bit lower. I'm probably more around the 4.5 range on the Untapped on that one. But another beer that Stefani likes better than I do. So there you go. You've been waiting for this one, and apparently it did not disappoint.
It did not.
So, Island of Dr Reeses, I don't know if I can't remember if they come out with this last year. I'll know here this weekend because I got to pick up all my bottles.
So what I was just going to say is we have an order to pick up this weekend when we go south, and I have no idea what you've ordered.
Yeah.
So it's
I
kind of
don't think they did this one again.
But it's going to be like Christmas for me.
That was a high number bottle too. 1166 at 1200. Anyways, we got to get out of here on this one. That's the beer. That's what it is.
Comment if you've
Do
had
the
it.
things. If you're a Barrel Souls fan, let us know.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
If you're ever going to Portland, take a little detour over to Saco. Just down the road a little bit. do yourself a favor, especially if you like stouts. Check out Barrel Souls.
And it's a nice little quiet, cozy place, like very small.
One of my favorite breweries I've ever been to.
So it was the second brewery I ever went to in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I love it there. Love it. So if you have a chance to go, go.
Island of Dr. Reeses. They should have got a little bit more Reeses in it, but other than that, a great beer.
Yeah.
And that's where we're at. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Cheers.